Okay, what I want to talk about is how to make homemade block of ice. Now you could use wooden containers, put aluminum foil or saran wrap in it. That don't work too great. The best thing to use is soda bottles. PVC type soda bottles like Pepsi again. Don't use Coca-Cola because it's concave. But if it's got to break up anyways, that doesn't really matter. 2 liter bottles are nice for this. Now, or 3 liters. What you do is you take one of the bottles, empty bottles, rinse it out with hot water so you get all that sugar and stuff out of the bottle. Rinse it out, shake it up, put the cap on first, then you shake it up, then you take the cap off, pour it down. You do this about 2 or 3 times. You won't use hot water in it. Maybe about a quarter of a cup. Slush it around in there. So you get all that sugar and gunk out of it. Then you fill the bottle up, but like the description you see in the top 3 bottles here with the caps on, you fill it that much, or a little bit less. Now, these soda bottles have labels on them. Leave the label on. There's a reason for that. When you fill it up to about what those bottles are there, the orange one and the grape one color or soda, fill it to about that high. Then you put it in the freezer. You put the cap, leave the cap off, put it in the freezer. Then when it's completely frozen solid, what you do is you take your utility knife or any knife sharp enough so it cuts through the plastic. You go along the top edge of the label. This is where you get a nice, smooth, solid cut. And you go around about 3 or 4 times to cut through the plastic. Then once you get the cap off, as like the bottom bottle shows there, once you get the cap off, the top part of it, you fill it up to maybe about a ½ inch or inch from the top, the water. Now preferably you use hot water. The reason is all the air or anything in the water would be gone. So when it freezes, you have a solid block of ice, no whiteness to it really. Now you pour in hot water. You can use cold water, it doesn't matter, but you want to use hot water if you want a crystal clear ice. When it's frozen, you hold it in one hand. You take the wooden mallet. You can buy this in any hardware store. It has to be wood. You can buy a nice expensive auto body hammer. It has a hard plastic one end and it has rubber on the other end. You can buy that, but the wooden hammer works mostly good for this. You love tap it. You just go around tapping it around the top edge of the ice. You'll work yourself way down. Don't smack it hard. You'll break the plastic. You just want to give it nice little love taps around it. Now you want something like a Pepsi bottle. It's nice and smooth on the sides. Now you could use a Coca-Cola bottle. It's kind of oddly shaped for you to hold on to, but to me, you lose less space because of that. I prefer Pepsi bottles myself, or any soda bottles that has a nice straight edge on the sides. No concave or odd shape to it. Now go through the steps. 1, get yourself a nice bottle, wash it out with hot water. You can put a little bit of soda in there, a little bit of soap. Rinse it out, wash it out and stuff, by shaking it up and down with a lid on it, with a cap on it. And when you're done, pour it out, put some cold water in, rinse it out, get all that soapy stuff out of it, and then you fill it with water. Then when you get about an inch above the label, that's where you stop freezing it. You stop the water so it's about an inch above, or 3/4 inch. You want to pass the label so you can cut it into solid plastic. So the ice will give you something to cut into behind it. Cut around the top edge of the label, so it's nice and smooth. Then when you fill it up again, after you got the top off, you want to fill it maybe a 3/4 inch or an inch from the top. Reason is it gives you a little bit free play to grab onto it with your fingers. Make sure your hands are clean when you're doing this. Okay, grab the inside of the bottle with your hand, put your thumb in it, pick it up when it's solid, put it in your other hand, hold it in the palm of your hand upwards, and take out the wooden mallet and lob tap it around the top edge as you're going around it, and it will start to break up. It will be shooting on ice in all directions, so make sure you have the ice into a bucket or something so the ice will fly into that, or a big tray of some type. You could use this for you want to keep your champagne cold, whatever. You don't want to spend money on bags of ice you buy at the store. Plus, when you boil the water and put it into it to freeze, you get all the chlorine and everything will evaporate. All that gases they added to it, and it basically purifies the water too at the same time. But it doesn't purify it, but it sterilizes the water. So it's good health-wise too. Me, I just use well water, and it does good for me. It's a cheap way of making a block of ice. You could do the same thing with aluminum cans. You pour hot water in it, whoosh it around a little bit inside, and get all that gunk out of it. Then cut the top edge of it. I'll fill it with water first, so it's more solid. It doesn't flex that much. Same with the plastic on the bottles. Put it in the freezer, freeze it, take it out, start cutting around the top edge with a utility knife. Just go back and forth until it's, it's good and cut through. Aluminum cans is kind of hard to do. I like soda bottles better. But some people like to have a small, good-sized block of ice they can put in their tea, pitcher of tea or whatever. Well, the soda cans can do that. But the soda bottles, this is all broken up. You can pour the whole thing in there, fill it about a quarter way up, put your tea in top of it. You're okay. So I hope you enjoy this DIY, I call it. Anyways, it's a hobo cheap style making a block of ice at home using hot water, 2-liter bottle, and a wooden mallet. You can make your own little wooden mallet too. You can make one if you want to. It's all wood. It's probably cheaper and faster to just buy the wooden mallet at the store in about a few bucks. Well, there you go. The 3 bottles on top of it basically the style I use to freeze the ice in. The green bottle is how it turns out. The container would turn out when you cut it. Wooden mallet is softer on it. You just love tap it around the top edge of the ice as you work your way down to the bottom. Like I said, love tap it. Don't smack it hard like you're trying to break the whole blasted piece. Because the plastic will bulge, it will crack a little bit over time, and that's just normal. I like leaving a label on because it helps reinforce the size when the plastics are expanding outwards. Alright, you all have a nice day, and I call it making crushed ice medium size because you get all different sizes. So, hobo blocks of ice to make into crushed ice. The cheapest way to do it. You buy 2-liter bottles of soda all the time, or juice or some sort. So hopefully you'll save some money in your pocket. You take care, and thank you very much.